On Monday when I'm hungry and don't got no money, but just a few bucks, yo, that pickle sounding yummy. On Tuesday, say the pizza, that pickle is my feature. I said after school, I would love to eat.
So, Denise, what a great weekend here at the Delray Beach Pickleball Classic. Amazing, just fun time, great tournaments, great people. How do you feel about what you've seen over the last couple of days?
This has been an amazing 4 days. Just actually feeling the vibe and the celebration of pickleball in this community. It's just been an outstanding experience. Now I really, really can say and understand why pickleball is growing as fast as it is.
Definitely. We definitely want to send a shout out to our sponsors, Deck and Drive, Fat Pickle, Women's Power Pickleball League, Franklin and City of Delray Beach, and of course the Delray Beach Pickleball Club with Norm Dickman and family. What an amazing event. So Denise, if they want to catch our episodes, our viewers want to see it, they can go text the word pickleball to 909090. We'll send them back a link through a text message. They just click the link and that'll take them right to the show. And thanks for watching. You are watching Florida Pickleball News live from the Franklin Delray Beach Pickleball Classic, sponsored by the Women's Power Pickleball League.
Hi, my name is Michael Niss, and we're here at Delray Beach Tennis Center for the Delray Beach Pickleball Classic. We unfortunately had 4 minutes of rain at 6:10 this morning, which was a torrential rain and made all 28 of our courts wet. So our duty right now is to get them ready to play. It has taken us now about an hour and a half to dry the 4 minutes worth of rain that occurred at 6:10. We are using a bunch of different implements. Some work better than others. One of the things we've got is a Vaptor. Vaptor, although it's a very expensive piece of equipment, it's about $3,500. It does do an effective job. Unfortunately, it's only 3 feet wide, and so it takes quite a few passes to get one court done, and we have 28 courts. One of the smart things we did is we have a lot of volunteers here for the Classic, and we asked each and every volunteer prior to the beginning of the tournament to bring us used towels. We use those towels now in case of a rain plan, because we found that just dragging a towel across the court is one of the most effective ways to dry it. You drag it along, fill it full of water, wring it out, drag it again, and that's one of the methodologies. One of the least effective ways we found to dry courts is to use the traditional rollers. I think most people agree the rollers you find at most tennis courts and pickleball courts, while there's many of them sold, few of them work well. And so we are using those, but primarily just to move large puddles of water, and also squeegees to move large puddles of water. From there, we just have to wait for the sun and for the wind.
Hi there, Denise here once again at the Franklin Pickleball Delray Classic, and it has just been an amazing 4 days. This is our last day of the event, and we want to cover a little bit and touch upon the different tents that are here. And I have with me Debbie Davis, chairperson of the actual raffle committee here for this 4-day tournament. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Tell us a little bit of what's going on here, Debbie.
Okay, well, we have a lot of sponsors that have donated prizes that are mostly pickleball related, and this is all to raise money for the charities that the Delray Beach Pickleball Club supports. Gift of Life, Make-A-Wish, Leukemia Society are just some of the ones that we take care of. And this helps to get a couple of kids a Make-A-Wish dream, which is great.
I mean, this is the first time I've actually seen a tent like this at the different tournaments that I've actually covered, and I think this is a great idea. I keep saying pickleball with purpose. Yes. I keep seeing that over and over again, and this particular setup is reinforcing that whole concept. So if anyone wants to actually be a part of the next tournament or be a part of the movement behind pickleball purpose, how would they do that with you?
Well, we always run this tournament, it's the last weekend or first weekend of December, November, December, and this is our big money maker for our charities. This is where we make the most money of the year. We run a few smaller tournaments maybe during the years, but this is our big one.
Well, for this particular one, we got to make sure we get the message out there that if you want to have your basket out here for the next year's tournament, as we just heard, they get a hold of Debbie Davis. And how would they do that? Where would they find you?
Go to Delray Beach Pickleball Club and they have a website, and you can find out all the information you need on there.
Debbie, thank you so much for actually being the chairperson of this particular most important part of the tournament and for putting this all together. It's going to be a hot one today, but you know what? We're going to stick through it and make sure that we get the most out of it. Today is the last day.
Yes.
Can they go online, by the way, and put a bid if they wish?
That I don't think.
Well, we're going to have to tell Norm, the one.
They need to come out.
Cash only need to come out, but maybe next year they'll be able to do that online, right? All right, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for more. So here we are at the raffle tent for the tournament, and one of the items that was created by Studio Margaret is an actual pickleball court. It's a necklace and it's a pickleball court. Apparently, this particular artist, Studio Margaret, has been making items that are reflective of anyone that's a fan of the pickleball community. I love it.
Hey, it's TC, and the biggest sport in the world right now is pickleball. I know you've either played before or you know someone that's addicted. And did you know there's a local pickleball news show right here in South Florida now? This is a great show to watch if you're looking for a dose of local pickleball news or where to pick up a pickleball game, the latest pickleball merchandise, and they even have special guests from all around the pickleball community. You can catch the show live on YouTube every Friday night from 6:30 to 7:30, and if you miss a live show, you can find the recorded episodes pretty easy. Just go to YouTube and type in Florida Pickeball News or text pickleball to 909090, and they'll send you a link to watch the show right from your phone or mobile device.
Who lays the pavers in your neighborhood and lays them really good for a really great price? Yeah, who lays the pavers in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood, you know it's Deck and Drive, yeah.
If you're a homeowner like me that would love to upgrade their driveway, patio, or pool deck with brand new pavers, get your texting fingers ready. Because the next 15 listeners that text the word HAPPY to 909090 will automatically be entered to win a paver makeover of up to $15,000 for your driveway, pool deck, or patio, courtesy of Deck and Drive. There's no purchase necessary, but you must text HAPPY to 909090 to win a paver makeover of up to $15,000 for your driveway, pool deck, or patio, courtesy of Deck and Drive. Text HAPPY to 909090 now.
Who lays the pavers in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood, you know it's Deck and Drive, yeah.
Hey, it's TC. Look, I'm all in the pickleball craze right now. And did you know there's a local pickleball news show right here in South Florida? This is a great show to watch if you're looking for a dose of local pickleball news or where to pick up a pickleball game, the latest pickleball merchandise, and they even have special guests from all around the pickleball community. It's the fastest growing sport in the world right now, so don't miss out. You can catch the show live on YouTube every Friday from 6:30 to 7:30. And if you miss a live show, you can find the recorded episodes pretty easy. Just go to YouTube and type in Florida Pickeball News or text pickleball to 909090 and they'll send you a link to watch the show right from your phone or any mobile device.
A pickleball without a pickle is just a ball. Visit fatpickle.com for all the latest pickleball gift and accessory needs. That's fatpickle.com. To celebrate being voted the #1 paver company in South Florida, Deck and Drive is giving away a $15,000 paver makeover to a lucky winner. It's easy to enter. Just text the word at the bottom of your screen to 909090 for your chance to win. Text now.
My 7 pickles! My 7 pickles! 7 days, 7 ways.
Hi there, this is KGOG back at the Franklin Delray Beach Pickleball Classic with Denise Casale, and we're here with Gail Oliver. Gail is a volunteer with the Gift of Life. We're here at the pickleball tournament, and Gail, could you just let us know about this amazing fundraising and charity events that you're doing here at this event?
Okay, the Gift of Life Marrow Registry is one of the charitable partners of the Delray Beach Pickleball Club, and we raise money to add potential donors to the Gift of Life Marrow Registry. When people are diagnosed with diseases such as leukemia, lymphoma, other blood cancers, and 100 other diseases, very often no match can be found within their family, and so they look to a registry to find them their miracle. And so we're here today asking people to join the registry and help save somebody's life someday.
So, Gail, I understand there is a process that you ask when someone is standing up and wanting to be a part of this particular Gift of Life. What is the process that one can do to participate to see if they are a match?
All they have to do is sign up on their cell phone. It's a very easy little registration form. And then they just swab inside their cheeks for 10 seconds and put it in an envelope, and it goes where it's processed. And if a match is found, it's a miracle.
So do they actually have to go online, and what is the website they would go to do this?
To request a swabbing kit, they would go to giftoflife.org.
Okay.
And they could request a kit. But we're doing it right here today.
Awesome.
As people are here.
That's great.
And our team, well, I have a group of volunteers that work very hard at this. And my little team of volunteers has now found 61 matches in the last few years.
Oh, fabulous.
And a match was found at this event 2 years ago. So it inspires us every day.
Is there a specific age group to be a participant to do a swab?
They prefer people between the ages of 18 and 35 because they're younger and they're healthier, but sometimes people are called later.
Okay.
It just depends on, doctors usually select people who are a little younger.
Excellent. Well, I think that, Keith, did you have anything else you wanted
It's
to
the
ask?
most amazing thing. I've never had anybody take my microphone away from me before. So
I was just trying to
wonderful.
roll with that.
No, I mean, I love it. I'd say this is a first for everything, and it's great. And
Sorry.
No, I love it, Gail. You did a really good explanation of what's happening here. What's the end result? What do you feel the end result will be from this match here, this tournament going on here this weekend?
Well, hopefully we will find somebody's miracle match. There are many, many people now who are looking for their matches. These days, 90% of the time, stem cells are used for the transplant, not bone marrow. So it's a much easier process, and it's just wonderful.
Could you tell us? I'm sure there's been a lot of stories that you have, but could you tell us one that might come to mind, maybe even recently, or something that happened through these events and this fundraising that you and your team are doing?
Well, we went down to actually a Hanukkah festival a couple of years ago, and a gentleman swabbed, and he was a perfect match for somebody, and it resulted in a transplant.
Fantastic. This is what it's all about, right?
Absolutely.
When you never know who you're going to meet when
That's
you
right.
come to one of these events. And I'm pretty certain that when you put a group of people together like this, or really anywhere, somebody would have been touched by this.
If you walk around the booths today, it's interesting. Someone said that she was a recipient. Someone else told me that he has a blood cancer now and will be looking to have a stem cell transplant in a couple of weeks. And then I spoke to someone who a match was not found and her sister died. So, and that's what we try to prevent. Lots of times leukemia, lymphoma, they're curable diseases, but you have to find that perfect match.
And how did this all get started?
Okay, the story is that there was a young man named Jay Feinberg. He was 23 years old, and because of his ethnic background, he was told that he only had a 5% chance of finding a match. And
So I'm so sorry. This has nothing to do even with blood type necessarily. Could be ethnicity as well.
right, it's mostly based on ethnicity. It's not based on blood type. In fact, you could have a transplant and your blood type could change, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. So the doctor basically told Jay to go home and write his bucket list. And his mother and father were very strong, and they said, oh, no, that's not good enough for us. And they started establishing drives such as this around the country. And I happened to do drives for Jay 30 years ago, okay? And he did over 300 drives over the course of 3 years. The very last day of the very last drive, before the doctor said there would be no hope, the very last person who
Oh, goodness.
came in that day was his match.
Unbelievable.
And so it was just a miracle. And after he was cured, he and his parents founded the Gift of Life Marrow Registry, so no one should ever have to go through what they went through.
This is an amazing story.
And now they've found thousands and thousands and thousands of matches that have resulted in many, many, many life-saving transplants. And it's an incredible thing. I got to go to his wedding this year.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
fantastic.
A
This is a really
story.
great story. Thank you for sharing, Gail.
I really want to say that pickleball community has not just a community of players, but it's a pickleball community of purpose. We've come
Yes.
to learn that. Pickleball
Yes.
purpose is exactly what I'm seeing to come out more and more in this process. So we've heard this story, and there's many more other charities that I know pickleball has actually been a part of. So, but this is a great story.
This is
Thank
a treat
you.
to come here and meet you, Gail, and we're gonna get this on our show for our viewers that are watching the show. Gail, let's do it, Gail. Can you zoom in camera on? Can we zoom in on the QR code there? And if you're watching this at home, just scan that QR code.
In Miami next week. So
This is a pickleball tournament next week?
pickleball tournament in Miami to benefit Gift of Life. It's next week on December 12th.
And is this the QR code they would scan to find out more information about
It is.
Right.
It is.
Okay, fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and take a break and get a word from our sponsors. Gail, thank you so much for giving us a great story, letting us know about the Gift of Life. All of our viewers watching at home, take the swab, see what you could do to help out.
Absolutely.
And it'd be amazing. We'll be right back with that word from our sponsors.
Stay tuned.
Hi there, this is KGOG with Florida Pickleball News. It's now time for the Hydration Report brought to you by Fat Pickle. Let's see how these pickleball players hydrate before they go on the court and get the advantage by drinking this Fat Pickle pickle juice. Brought to you by Fat Pickle.
So I'm with Madeline Gonzalez, who happens to be one of the coaches here today, and her team actually did very well. They won a silver. Any other ones that you have here that competed today?
Actually, my partner that I played doubles with won also gold in the 4.5 plus, so it's exciting.
Exciting it is. I actually want to say that I heard you talking about pickle juice, and you're holding your hand, pickle juice from fatpickle.com. That's what it's from, and you were saying some really great things. Tell me what you think about pickle juice and what it does for you.
Well, I think it's a great recovery, and I think it's a fantastic thing to have once you've finished playing. It kind of replenishes, keeps the, as you say, the, what was it that you called, the electrolytes in place. So I think it's a great thing to have after. People don't really know about it, but it's fantastic.
It is fantastic. Why don't you give it a shot? Let's see what you think.
Absolutely great. I like it.
It's actually very refreshing, and again, it's not salty like the kind that you get out of the jar. Yeah, it's actually very cool. Very much so must be drank very chilled. Thank you so much for sharing your toast. Thank you. So we're here back at the Franklin Delray Beach Pickleball Classic, and I have with me one of the vendors that is one of many, but this particular one I like the most because, I don't know, I heard great stories about it. So the GABA Pickleball paddles, and I want to hear a lot more about this story. Tell us a little bit about the company and what's unique about the particular product.
Well, the company was started by Mike Gabe and his brother Leighton, and they started in South Carolina. They were the designers of the paddle. They have someone that manufactures and distributes those, and they came out with a state-of-the-art equipment that was just beginning then, and it's a raw carbon surface that has a lot of nice texture to it. It's a weight that people just love because they can get a good swing, and it has a longer handle. So people that like to do two-hand swings are able to do that, and it just gives you that extra reach for the balls that are a little farther away from you.
The little ones like me, that's very, very important. Or the arm reach is not as big. So tell me, is this an actual USA certified pickleball paddle?
Oh, that's the first question they ask you in a tournament, if your paddle is legal, and of course it is. People just love it. Women love it because of the weight, and men sometimes add a little bit of weight to it. But it is the latest material that people are using for paddles.
Tell me a little bit about how, if anyone wants to know more about this particular paddle, where would they go?
Okay, you can go to GabaPickleballPaddles.com and get information about how to purchase one, a little bit more about testimonials for people that have tried the paddle, and everyone on there has been giving positive remarks about it. Now Mike Gaba has hooked up with Frank Gaba, who's from Indiana, and they share the name and they also share the interest in the sport. And Frank Gaba has kind of the business background that helps him to establish charities that benefit from the tournaments that he likes to sponsor. So back in Indiana, not only local but national charities like Folds of Armor or Folds of Honor that help military people and their families who have been injured or lost in battles. And we did local charities for women who have suffered from cancer, Boys and Girls Club, everybody knows that one too. So we get a lot of entrants that are really anxious to play and also to help support these charities.
So one of the things I realized in becoming part of the pickleball community through Florida Pickeball News is that there's a lot of charitable purpose. So I call it Pickleball with a Purpose, and I can see exactly this is what he's doing as well. This is fantastic. It's not just for the play, but it's also to pay back.
Exactly. And play hard, win easy is their slogan, and it really is true.
You said it great. Thank you so much for actually sharing the unique story behind this particular paddle. And you know what? If you want to know more and you haven't tried it, once again, how do they get a hold of this?
GabaPickleball.com, and that's where they can find information. There's a Facebook page too where they can meet some of the people that are using the paddle, see videos, still shots, and just find a lot of the satisfied customers of Gaba paddles.
Thank you so much for being here and sharing the story. I love the product. I love the story and what they're doing. Paddle with a purpose. I love it. So I'm here with another interview from one of the participants of today, and I have with me Nico Acevedo, and we want to talk a little bit about his success and how he did on the court today. But his sponsor is Alan Lehman, and he's with Paddle Tap, and I understand you are his sponsor. So tell me a little bit about where you are, how you got started with pickleball.
So I started in summer of 2022. Exactly, back in Wichita, Kansas. And then last summer I moved to Florida because I used to play for the tennis team at FAU. And yeah, I mean, ever since I was playing one of the Paddle Tap tournaments back in the day, and he saw me and he offered me sponsorship. And I was like, I'm new at this, but all right, let's give it a shot. So,
did you find the transition from playing tennis very easy to go into pickleball, or did it take a little bit of time to I think I got this. This is really easy. So tell me what's up like for someone that goes from tennis to pickleball.
Well, mostly it's easy, but the thinking part is where I was struggling with a lot. Yeah, if I'm honest with you. Like the soft game, it's actually kind of hard for me.
It is a strategy.
It is, yeah. But at first it was pretty bad, for me at least. Yeah.
So Alan, what made you identify him as being someone that you wanted to go ahead and sponsor?
Sure. So I've been fortunate enough to recruit players all over the globe, and I took a look at Nico playing in one of our tournaments, and the hands are unbelievable. Natural talent. Saw he had a tennis background, and saw that transition from tennis into pickleball instantly, and the pace and the patience and the speed of his hands were outstanding. So we needed to have a conversation right away.
Well, talent is easily recognized, I'm sure. I do have a question. So once you identified him, how was it that you gave him a where he was as a level? Was it easy to get to where he is now, or did he just right there start at a 4?
No, he earned it right away. I mean, you can see the level of talent that he had playing with top-level players. And when he played more in our pickleball tournaments at Paddle Tap, at Country Club of Coral Springs, you could see him play with some of the top-level pros around. He's played with Anna Bright and Georgia Johnson, some other ones, and did really, really well against all those players. He competes really well, so we're really happy to have him part of the team.
Well, we're so happy to have met you. Good luck with everything that you're doing. Good luck in your studies at school. You know, if anyone wants to know more about Paddle Tap, how would they do that?
Yeah, they check us out on our website. It's paddletapPickleball.com, and we obviously sell pickleball paddles, gear, and we have our tournaments.
Well, we've been there before at his tournaments, and we're soon to hopefully be back as well. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck for the rest of the day. Always great seeing you.
This is KGOG. I'm here with Denise Casale. Denise, where can our viewers catch this show every single week on a Friday night?
Keith, we are live every Friday between 6:30 and 7:30. Catch us live on the True Oldies radio station, but you can also catch us on Facebook and YouTube under Florida Pickeball News. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, follow, and comment. We want to hear what you have to say, but without you, we are nowhere. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Absolutely, and if you want a really easy way to find the show, text the word pickleball to 909090, and we'll send you a link where you can catch the show from any mobile device. Thank you for watching. We're going to go for a hard break right now for some of our sponsors.
You know, a pickleball without a pickle is just a ball. Visit fatpickle.com for some amazing pickleball gift and accessory ideas. Go to fatpickle.com now.
Hey, it's TC, and the biggest sport in the world right now is pickleball. I know you've either played before or you know someone that's addicted. And did you know there's a local pickleball news show right here in South Florida now? This is a great show to watch if you're looking for a dose of local pickleball news or where to pick up a pickleball game, the latest pickleball merchandise, and they even have special guests from all around the pickleball community. You can catch the show live on YouTube every Friday night from 6:30 to 7:30, and if you miss a live show, you can find the recorded episodes pretty easy. Just go to YouTube and type in Florida Pickeball News or text pickleball to 909090, and they'll send you a link to watch the show right from your phone or mobile device.
Who lays the pavers in your neighborhood and lays them really good for a really great price? Yeah, who lays the pavers in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood, you know it's Deck and Drive, yeah.
If you're a homeowner like me that would love to upgrade their driveway, patio, or pool deck with brand new pavers, get your texting fingers ready, because the next 15 listeners that text the word HAPPY to 909090 will automatically be entered to win a paver makeover of up to $15,000 for your driveway, pool deck, or patio, courtesy of Deck and Drive. There's no purchase necessary, but you must text HAPPY to 909090 to win a paver makeover of up to $15,000 for your driveway, pool deck, or patio, courtesy of Deck and Drive. Text HAPPY to 909090 now.
Who lays the pavers in your neighborhood? In your neighborhood, you know it's Deck and Drive, yeah.
Hey, it's TC. Look, I'm all in the pickleball craze right now. And did you know there's a local pickleball news show right here in South Florida? This is a great show to watch if you're looking for a dose of local pickleball news or where to pick up a pickleball game, the latest pickleball merchandise, and they even have special guests from all around the pickleball community. It's the fastest growing sport in the world right now, so don't miss out. You can catch the show live on YouTube every Friday from 6:30 to 7:30. And if you miss a live show, you can find the recorded episodes pretty easy. Just go to YouTube and type in Florida Pickleball News or text pickleball to 909090 and they'll send you a link to watch the show right from your phone or any mobile device.
A pickleball without a pickle is just a ball. Visit fatpickle.com for all the latest pickleball gift and accessory needs. That's fatpickle.com. To celebrate being voted the #1 paver company in South Florida, Deck and Drive is giving away a $15,000 paver makeover to a lucky winner. It's easy to enter. Just text the word at the bottom of your screen to 909090 for your chance to win. Text now.
So Keith, let's talk a little bit about this particular venue here at the City of Delray Beach Tennis Club, where the actual tournament is taking place. We have approximately 28 courts, of which are being occupied by those that are currently in tournament mode or actually practicing.
Yeah, it's really impressive. I mean, I don't know if our listeners can't see it, our viewers can see it from some of our camera work here, but this is an overview look that we have of how many courts we're looking at here. 4, 8, 16, 24, 28 courts here total that they made out of how many actual tennis courts?
Well, you can figure half of that, so I guess like something like 16.
Or a quarter, right? Because isn't there 4? Like 4 per court is what we were talking about earlier. It's a lot.
Yep. So a great way to convert space, as you said before, dual purpose. But, in practicing with that, so if we look in the far right corner, though our listeners will not be able to see this, there is an actual tournament going on, and they are very, very focused, and they're in the sun at this point. And there is a rhyme and reason in the technique that they will switch sides at some point for exactly that reason.
So, in other words, each team has an advantage, one being in their eyes and the other being in the shade a little bit?
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
It's done intentionally to do that. And but also there are courts available for practice time, and which is also part of their warm-up.
So who's practicing now?
So right now in the center court, we have practicing going on, and they're just getting ready for upcoming events. The couple right down here in the center, right down to the right of us, they're just bantering, going back and forth. They're dinking and practicing to get into stay in the heat. Now, earlier today was an interesting comment. We had rain this morning.
Yeah, we did. It was a little bit wet out here.
The rain, and it does put a little bit of a damper, no pun intended on that, on the mindset of a player when they get here.
Yeah, no question. Well, not only the mindset, but even the volunteers, the staff, the vendors, everybody that was out here at the event had to do a little bit of extra work to get these courts, prepared and ready for people to get on and play. I mean, I don't know if anybody can understand how much work goes into that unless you physically have seen it or done it, but very impressive. They were to get inches of water off of these courts before players were able to play, and they got it done.
And it puddles.
Yeah.
And then why does it puddle? Well, because the actual court itself is measured to be consistently straight out flat because of the purpose of the ball bouncing going back and forth. So it will puddle.
Well, and it certainly did, and they did a great job cleaning that up.
Yes, they do. They have these special contraption, what I call the strombonis of the tennis court to dry it up, and I'm sure at some point they'll come up with something a little bit more efficient, but it does the job for now. And today has been a rest of the day is clear skies the rest of this day. A little hot.
Yeah, I would have never thought, by the way that we saw it this morning, that we would be seeing blue skies today and sun like this. It kind of blows my mind.
Yep. So the pickleball gods are with them.
Yes, the pickleball gods are definitely with all of us today.
Yes, it is. So once again, this is a really busy side of the court. One thing that's impressive is that it's the sound of the ball. There it is.
Yeah, again, it's so satisfying. I can take a nap out here listening to the sound of the ball just being hit by the pallet.
It's hypnotic, actually.
It is.
It's hypnotic. Yeah. And, the caliber of the players for this particular tournament has been very, very good, like from pro to semi-pro, and it's just been very telling, and you can see that a lot of focused attention, like you just cannot get in the way of these guys.
No, I mean, you can definitely tell, who's out here to win and who's out here to play. There's no question about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's what's okay, is because you don't have to be out here to win. You could be out here to play. I know everybody wants to win, but not everybody's willing to do the work, that
Yep.
it takes to win.
And there are a lot of repeaters.
Yeah.
They've been here 3-4 years in a row.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We've had the pleasure of meeting so many of these great players and great people from all over the place over the last 4 days. It's been just incredible.
And you know what we haven't mentioned? This is a pet-friendly zone.
So I see a lot of dogs around. I thought I saw something at the entrance that said absolutely no pets, but they're certainly all over here. They do have a lot of service dogs here.
We do.
If you
We have
catch
service dogs here.
you catch my drift.
And
Walked into a restaurant the other day and somebody had a parakeet with them. And a customer in the restaurant said, "Excuse me, miss, you can't bring a bird in here." And she said, "It's a service parakeet." So,
service parakeet.
Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
It is interesting. But again, these dogs are trained to sit in this heat, although all very well taken care of. But it is a pet-friendly zone.
Yep.
It seems to be that way.
If I'd have known, I brought my little Yorkie.
Yes, no, mine would be all over the court doing and creating havoc, actually. Yeah, a lot of families. They come as a family, mom, dad, baby, everyone's here. They bring grandma, grandpa as they're playing. The baby's being watched by them.
I got to say, again, on the styles, I mean, very attractive styles for the clothing. I mean, it's like I want to go out and get myself re-outfitted and get myself some pickleball gear. I'm seeing Lululemons. I'm seeing guys with Lululemons.
We need some sponsors to get us all, clothed so that we can actually talk about the apparel.
Yeah, let's get some apparel sponsors if you're listening. Let's get Denise and the KGOG into something nice out here.
One thing about looking at courts like this, the color schemes, it's bright. Anything goes.
Anything
as far
goes.
as colors is a concern. Anything goes out here. It really
golf really did that, I think, for sports in general. Golf has become a sport of models, and the way that they wear their clothes, and it's such a fashion sport. It's incredible right now, and I could see that. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods the other day, and they have a pickleball section. I don't know if you've ever seen that before, but it almost seems like all of the golf clothing repurposed into pickleball clothing in a way.
It could very well be. At least the clothing material is the same of
Yes.
all things, because why? You need things that are going to keep you cool, absorb the sweat, and not stick to your body. Women in particular, we're very, very picky about how we wear our skort. And also,
Let's talk about skorts.
Okay.
So this is all the craze out here. I mean, you're wearing today. You got a nice little skort set on.
Keith,
Yes.
it's not going to happen without a skort.
It's not going to happen
Not
without
gonna,
a skort.
No siree. It's
You know,
not going to be.
I wish they would invent like some type of clothing like a skort for a dude, but it's just I don't. It's a kilt, I think, is what they call that.
Could be. I'm not sure I'm going to go with even that. But at the end of the day, yeah, for women in particular, and this is some things to think about when a woman is choosing her skirt or her outfit, you got to make sure that the paddle, and when she swings, it does not interfere with the skirt itself flaring about.
I would have never thought that would have been an issue. So tell us about that.
So I only know this because I had made an observation, and it's very true. So when you're looking at an apparel, they want it to really be as close to the body as possible and not flare out, although some of those skirts look adorable when they have the fold in it or the pleat, and it looks really, really good. But they will take it and tuck it over to the other side into their short, so that this way, whatever side that they favor to swing with, hit the ball with, doesn't get interrupted at all.
So, is it possible there could be a wardrobe malfunction where the pickleball paddle hits the skirt and the skirt just rips entirely off, or is that just in my imagination?
That's an imagination thing, but
Okay.
it certainly could skew an outcome of an actual match.
I think the only thing that's missing there is the coyote and the Roadrunner.
Yes, exactly. So, I'm really excited that we have so many people that are so in support of others. I mean, this is something that, again, the pickleball community, I think, is the leading community in sports.
Yeah, without question. I mean, we saw, I don't know, about 10 years ago, 7 to 10 years ago, mixed martial arts would have been a sport that ESPN wouldn't have even covered. And then all of a sudden, it became one of the fastest growing sports in the world. And I saw something very similar about pickleball regarding coverage. And, at the beginning, it was kind of like a joke next to tennis as a game or just something that was a fad that was going to pass. And now all of a sudden, the coverage is intense. And, now that we got news shows about pickleball, like the Florida Pickeball News.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, a lot of great opportunity. So they're announcing now another round that's going to be happening, another, whether it's doubles, singles, but they call them all up and they go ahead and do a debrief with them, prepare them on the rules, what to expect, and it's a consistent practice that happens anytime.
That's with Daniela Niss of the Delray Beach Pickleball Club. Is that correct?
That is correct. That's
She's
the
doing
one
a great
that's laying
job.
the law down.
She is. She's doing a great job.
Yep.
And so you're gonna be interviewing a little bit later on some of these gold medal and silver medal and bronze medal winners. Is that correct?
Yep. Oh, in fact, they're talking about some of the medals distribution now. Let's see if we can go down there and get in front of some of those medal winners.
Let's
How do you
do
say?
it. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
Let's do it. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And we have our silver winners with us for the women's doubles ages 50 to 59, skill level 2.5 and 3 combined. We have Alina. Alina, raise your paddle. There you go. Lori, raise your paddle. Congratulations to the both of you. I'm very excited for the both of you. You know what? Is this the first time you've played together? Or tell me a little bit about what's going on here.
So this is the first time we play in a tournament together. So we've been practicing. It's an honor to be here. We're very happy to walk away with a silver. So it's a good first step towards our goals.
So first tournament together.
Yes.
Okay. So getting prepared for today, what is it that you think worked best to do the best that you did on the court today?
We worked on our communication and keeping the opponents back and trying to move up to the kitchen.
Best advice that I could hear, keeping it up in line, in the kitchen, out of the kitchen, all is very important. Ladies, congratulations on today.
And we're back live with Florida Pickleball News at the Delray Beach Pickleball Classic. And we are here with the Cape Ballers. Denise Casale, you got Nate with you over here. Nat,
Nate
excuse
with
me,
me.
for the Cape Ballers. Let's talk to Nat about the team.
So tell us a little bit about this experience. We've heard so much about it that we really wanted to share. Tell us how this all started.
So 4 years ago, we were banging balls up on Cape Cod, and we started collecting a group of people. And next thing you knew, we came down here 4 years ago with about 8 of us, and now it's expanded to over 25 people. Our main man, Norm, runs the best tournament there is, and you see our family here. We go out to dinner. We rent an Airbnb with 12 couples. It is an absolute blast to have all these amazing people run by an amazing, amazing group of folks. So it's just an honor and a privilege to be here. We've come back every single year, stay in the exact same place every year, and it's all because of the quality of this program and what we do here at Delray.
I think that's amazing. Again, I've seen this consistent message. It's about pickleball community. You guys are living objects and living persons about this, about in the same place, doing the same thing over and over. But I have to ask, and just turn it over to Norm for a second, how does that make you feel that you have this type of loyalty and attendance?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. You know, Nat and I see him all over the country at different tournaments, and the first words out of his mouth is, "We'll be back in Delray in December."
Your favorite words to hear.
Absolutely.
So are we couples, or how are we
Yeah,
all mixed
Jill,
up here?
which are the group over here? Which is the partners? Are we playing doubles, partners? How are we doing this?
We're all playing mixed, and we're all playing with each other's spouses because we all want to go home and have a great night tonight.
So, Jill, which one of these belongs to you?
Right here.
Bennett, and I will not play with her. I should say I'm not allowed to play.
Okay. So, Bennett, who's your partner?
Right here.
Caroline Gilbert.
Caroline Gilbert. Gilbert, which one of these guys is yours?
He's not playing today. He played with a different partner.
Okay. So I'm catching a trend here, and the trend is,
this is a
don't
trend.
play pickleball with your partners. Is that what I'm understanding? Okay, very good. Where's the Airbnb? Staying right here in Delray Beach?
Pompano Beach.
In Pompano Beach, on the ocean. Went out. Where'd you go last night for dinner?
Home. Best.
Everybody was just fantastic.
What's the name of it?
Smoky Bones? Smoky Bones? Okay. That's good. Everybody had a nice time. That's good. You're getting ready to play here in a few minutes, I understand. Is that correct?
Yes, you
We're
are.
ready.
Show of hands. Who's playing right now in this tournament right now? Oh, boy, Norm. The whole group from Boston.
The whole group.
Wow.
Keith.
Wow.
Absolutely
So if we had to predict
fantastic.
right now, would we say probably gold, silver, and bronze is
sure
all
hope
within
so.
this group? More than likely?
Most of us are
I
playing
sure
in the same
hope
bracket.
so.
Okay.
Well, we can certainly say you all get a gold for keeping it in the family,
Absolutely.
keeping it going and consistent. You guys are great. Good luck on your tournaments today, and thank you for once again participating with the Franklin Delray Beach Pickleball.
Yeah. Welcome to the Power Down Live Lounge from the Franklin Delray Beach Pickleball Classic, sponsored by the Women's Power Pickleball League. And this is KGOG, and we're back with Denise Casale and Griffin Torin. We're sitting here at the Power Down Lounge at the Delray Beach Pickleball Classic. And Griffin, I walked by your booth and I saw that you had these paddles out there and this stuff. It looked like it could give me an advantage. So, I went ahead and I picked myself up one. What do you think about this, Denise? You think this might give me an advantage on the court a little bit?
I think this one might give me an advantage
you got one too. Okay.
I got one as well.
So
we can't go wrong with this.
I think we have a little bit more surface area that we could probably get to that ball and get it done. Griffin, is the paddle actually this big, or do we have something of more of a normal size?
Well, this is the paddle we're going to be using on a daily basis. This along with our carbon fiber version, but if you need some extra assistance, our extra large paddle will help you out for sure.
So this would not actually be considered to be a regulation, in other words.
Nah, I don't think you'll be able to play in this tournament, but hit your local courts and hope nobody says anything, I guess.
We love the logo. We think it's pretty awesome. It's almost like the Psycho Bunny of paddleball, if you will. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but great artwork. Is that you that drew all that?
No, it's actually, I have to credit this guy named Mimo. He does a lot of digital work. He's from Mexico. And he created these bears, and we're lucky enough to be able to build around it.
So we got this name. It's a really cool name too, Killa Dinks. I know there's another company around. I've seen somewhere called a Badonka Dunk, but I mean the Dink is pretty cool. So did you come up with the name?
So these bears are actually called the Killa Bears, and if you're familiar with pickleball, it's all about the dinks. So just combine the two, and you got the Killa Dinks. It's all about not that power shot, but the finesse.
Denise, I know you had some questions about the regulations of the paddle and all that.
Well, actually I do, but I want to go back a little bit. I know and understand that you actually came up with this whole concept as a family idea during COVID. Is that right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually birthed during COVID, and then I went off to University of Miami, and every time I would come back from break, we would just keep building and building, and then over the summer in 2023, we really were able to get it out there and launch, so it's been fun since then.
Are you playing yourself in these tournaments?
I'm not playing in this tournament, but I just try to get out there every day. I'm down at University of Miami, so catch me at Miami Beach courts and anywhere around Gables.
Are you finding that you're seeing many more university students, college students getting more involved in this actual sport?
Definitely. That's a big reason why we started this brand. A lot of the gear is focused towards the older crowd, a lot of those tennis players, and just wanted to create something more fun for the kids. You go to universities, everybody's playing. You go to the courts, you have families, young kids playing, and just want to create a fun brand, fun environment for them.
It reminds me when I used to skateboard, in the freaking 80s, and every deck, had the coolest design. And you had to have the Rob Roscoff or the Santa Cruz model or whatever it was. And I really see that's what you're kind of doing here with this.
It's a great idea. It's not just paddle balls, right? I mean, and pickleball, really. So tell me, are there any other products that's available through Killa Dinks?
Yeah, so we're really focusing on our apparel. So we have really cool bags, merchandise, shirts, shorts, hats, everything just featuring our bear, and yeah.
Where can people find this brand if they want to buy it online or?
Follow us at Killa Dinks on all socials, killadinks.com, and yeah, follow me, Griffin Torin, and just keep up with all the content.
This is what you call the entrepreneurial story. Buying.
No question. I'm finding that a lot of the people that we meet with pickleball are just entrepreneurial people in general. That can. It's a sport that we can all kind of be a part of.
Definitely. That's why everybody's playing. You have people all ages, all demographics, all skill levels that could just get out there and play.
Fantastic. Certainly great to have you on here,
Griffin. It really is at the end of the day. Thank you so much, Griffin, for being with us. I love what you've done here. Don't stop. Stay the course, and I actually,
we'll
this
be rooting
is like
for you.
adorable. I love this. This is great.
Hold that up there. Stay tuned, right?
Stay tuned.
Here we are live at the Delray Beach Pickleball Classic at the Winner's Circle with Denise Casale, sponsored by Fat Pickle. Let's hear from Denise and our winners.
Welcome back to the Franklin Delray Beach Pickleball Classic. We have our next round of gold winners. We have men's doubles ages 50 to 59, skill level 4.0. We have gold winner Billy Ingersoll. And we have Mark Aaron. Is that right? Did I say it right? Okay, guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Is this the first time for the both of you?
Last year we played and got silver, and the guys that won last year, we beat this year for gold. So they got silver this year.
So they got silver this year, and you got the gold. All right, I like that. The little.
We got 365 days, so we got our revenge.
So you stepped it up a notch, and you got up into the gold. So in stepping it up to the gold, what was different this year versus last year?
I think Billy and I are stronger players than they are, and physically, I think physically was the difference.
Physically was the difference. Okay, would you say that you were training differently, working out, weights? Tell me what that really meant.
50-year-olds, I think we're pretty athletic for our age, and I think that is a difference maker sometimes.
Okay, well, I certainly appreciate that. Well, I want to say congratulations. Next year, you're going to make it 2 in a row? Yeah. Maybe even a three-peat at some point, right? Yes, of course, guys. You did a great job. So here we are today at the 4th day of the Delray Beach Classic Tournament, and I'm here with the men's single ages 60 to 69 skill level 4.0, 4.5, and our gold winner is Joe Balistrieri. Welcome, and you know what? Congratulations on this big win. Is this the first time you've been a part of this particular classic, or no?
This is my first time playing the Delray Beach tournament, yes.
And where did you come in from?
Naples, Florida.
Okay, Naples, Florida. So are you a big wig out in Naples?
Am I a big what?
Big wig? Are you a great big pickle player out there?
Oh, no. I just started playing a couple of years ago. So I played doubles here on Thursday with my new partner and played singles today. And I'm just sort of starting the tournament circuit, so I'm really enjoying it.
Well, it sounds like you're on a great start. You really are. So let me just ask you, what was some of the things that you did to prepare for today?
Well, I got a lot of sleep. I drank a lot of water, and I ate well at all the great restaurants in Delray Beach. That's about it.
Welcome back to the Franklin Delray Beach Pickleball Classic. I am KGOG, and this is Denise Casale. We are here with the president of the Delray Beach Pickleball Club, Norm Dickman. Norm is with us, a great fan of the show and a friend of the show, and just so much great stuff going on here. Thanks again for having us out of Florida Pickleball News. Can you tell us, as we wind down, a little bit about how the weekend went for you, and you know, how good was it?
The weekend was absolutely phenomenal. We had a couple of little stumbling blocks with the weather, but we overcame it. We had a little bit of rain on Thursday, which put us an hour or so behind. By the end of the afternoon, we were able to catch up. This morning, yesterday went absolutely phenomenal. Friday was wonderful. This morning, as we got to the facility at 6:30, the rain came. It took us a couple of hours to clear the courts. Luckily, one of our members has 2 courts in her home. Went home and got the Vaptor, which is kind
of like that Zamboni, but for the tennis court, yeah? For the pickleball court, excuse me.
Yeah, it picked up the water. It picks up the water off of the court.
Denise, I know that we were watching this morning what this
Yes.
man was doing. Can you, tell Norm, you were blown away. I know you were talking about it all morning long.
Well, it's just very amazing to see how efficient it become to be able to clear the court, to get things back on track. And it was a slight challenge, like you said, this morning. But you know what? It came together, it pulled through. And how many people are really going to know that? It just looked like it was part of the plan. I think it looked like it was part of the plan.
Well, we just roll with the flow.
There you go.
No question.
There's nothing we could do about the weather. It's just that when it stops, we get all hands on deck. All of our volunteers would grab a towel, grab a squeegee. We would ask the players if they would like to help us. The sooner we get the courts dry, the sooner we can start the tournament for the day.
Very good. So everybody really does pitch in, and I saw
Absolutely.
it. I mean, hats off to your volunteers. And I got to tell you, it's no problem right now, as you can see. Plenty of sunshine.
Yep.
Super hot today, Roy. But it's starting to become a nice afternoon as we wind down the Delray Beach Pickleball Classic. How many total gold medals and medals in general did we give away at this tournament?
Well, we will give away about 400 medals.
So this is real. If you're anywhere from around here local, or so many people that are traveling in from somewhere else, and you want to have the chance to compete and actually win and get a ranking even from playing here, this is possible.
Oh, absolutely. We were playing from 10 to over 80 in age, skill level from 2.5 to 5.0, and the pro division. So the players with the lesser skill, if you will, are more excited to play. A lot of them would also play here on center court. That they absolutely love.
Of course.
I know you had some questions about the rankings. Like, what were some of the higher ranking you were going to ask about the players?
So in total, from the higher rankings, how many would you say out of the 700 participants, which is I believe that's how many you had registered, would you say we're in that 5-0 level?
We probably had about 100 pro level players.
Very impressive. And that, what is the increase of that over maybe say last year?
I would say approximately the same.
So they know it's a great tournament. They're coming back.
Also, I'd like to thank some of our sponsors. Sprouts donated water to us. That was very nice. Which
Excellent.
No tournament gives free of charge water to the players.
I thought that was something amazing that you did. You take hydration at this tournament very seriously. I saw plenty of fruit options. I saw plenty of healthy granola options. Of course, we had the fat pickle juice down there, but the water and other things that were provided I thought was first class, top shelf. Great job, Norman.
Thank you. We picked up Sprouts also donated bananas and oranges.
I ate some of those bananas and oranges, so thank you very much, Sprouts. We certainly appreciate your bananas and oranges.
I have to say that the common denominator said by many of the players is that the hospitality that was provided by the tournament was just outstanding, which is unlikely to be seen in many other tournaments. So you did an outstanding job, and this particular is a five-star experience from what I gathered.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Now, next year, I'd like to see you and Keith on the court playing.
We're talking about it. We're going to be, we certainly met our fair share of pros, our fair share of trainers, our fair share of entrepreneurs. What an incredible weekend for the both of us and experience. We're actually changing our show format as a result of this weekend. We're going to be doing a lot more live events, going to a lot more tournaments, and meeting folks.
The way you guys covered this event this weekend, I can't thank you enough.
Well, we want to thank you for having us cover this exclusively. We're super excited about it. For all of our viewers, all the people listening, you can text the word pickleball to 909090, and we'll text you back a link to where you can see recordings of this show and also see our show live on Friday nights on YouTube and Facebook Live and Instagram. And also, you can listen to us on Oldies Radio down here in South Florida. Great music all day long. So, Denise, would you like to take any more questions for Norm?
Just one more.
Send us off?
One or two, yeah. So, do you have a date selected for next year already?
Oh, great question.
Yes, we do. We have the first weekend after Thanksgiving.
Just like this time?
Just like this time. We have, every year, that's the weekend that we have. We have it locked up with the city.
Then there you have it already. We have it planned for the first weekend right after Thanksgiving.
I do want to ask one more question. Where do our viewers or people that are listening on the radio, where do they go if they want to register for this tournament next year? And can they register already, or is it we're going to have to go to take a little rest after this is over?
Well, we take a little rest. We probably wait till February to start working on the tournament for next year.
Okay.
But you can go on to pickleballbrackets.com. Registration will probably open up in June or July.
June or July, you heard it there first, folks. So if you want to get in here, see if you can get a ranking, see if you can win yourself a medal, this would be the place to come and do it, if you want to give it a try. Denise, we're going to have to really, take Norm maybe up on
plenty of time to practice.
Yes, we do.
Plenty of time to practice to get ourselves at least maybe to a 1.0 level. We can actually try to achieve that. But no, I'm going to make an actual dedicated effort to make sure that
I love that.
I'm on the court. I think we live in the state that allows us to do this. Unfortunately, our cold brethren up there, they have a whole different experience, and we're fortunate enough to do so. There's no excuse. No excuse here.
No excuse.
Yeah. Once again, I just really want to say that I have learned so much, and the pickleball community, if you want a community that is has great showmanship and the opportunity to care for each other, the opportunity to meet other people, help you overcome limitations and so on, this is the sport for you. Never mind the health benefits, which are tremendous, but this is the sport that you want to be in, and take it up a notch by going to tournaments like this and participating.
I can't think of anywhere I would have been for 4 days and been happier. This has been great.
It's been actually great. Thank you so much, Norm, for doing this, putting it together, and being part of FPN, which is the Florida Pickeball News.
Thank you very much.
We look forward to next year.
So as we begin to wind down the Franklin Delray Beach Pickleball Classic, I am KGOG here with Denise Casale, and just want to thank all of our viewers and our listeners for tuning in, sticking with us for the last 4 days. It's been an amazing time. Denise, I've had a great time out here reporting with you and covering this event.
It's been an amazing time. We've learned so much more about the community of pickleball and all the great works that they do. We've met players from all parts of the country. Actually, it was 37 countries. I don't know if I actually told you that. But
Incredible.
either way, we've actually really had a really great time. One thing I can say is that we got to be sure to let you know that we're going to be covering more events just like this. Make sure you tune in to catch us. You can see us live on YouTube, catch us on Facebook as well. And that's every Friday evening at 6:30. And 7:30 you can catch us. So so much for us being together. It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. I want to make sure that we say a special thank you to our sponsors, Deck and Drive, Fat Pickle, the Women's Power Pickleball League, of course Franklin, and the city of Delray Beach for hosting this amazing event at the Delray Beach Tennis Center. For Florida Pickeball News, I'm KGOG.
And this is Denise Casale. Stay tuned. See you next time.
See you next time.
So grab your phone and go to fatpickle.com. Then you can send a pickle to your friends or your mom. Now y'all don't know, have a taste before you speak. Cold, crisp, and delicious 7 days a week. My 7 pickles.